basketball. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. You can feel the energy here in Toronto. The Raptors looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team. And last year, they were able to take the edge in the series thanks to some clutch play. Now, here's Quickly. Pass to Pirtle. Lays it up off the glass. And Greg, what stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And, Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
Substitution. Number 0, Jalen Duren.
Here's Cunningham. Shoots. And Pirtle pulls it down. And here's Toronto. And stolen by Harris. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Pirtle. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when it comes to getting up and down the floor, Thompson has few peers.
Left side, Barrett. Pass to Pirtle. Screen by Pirtle. Out to Barrett. And he drops it in from the low post.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
The screen from Thompson. Down low. Pirtle with the steal. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. And the dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, that's about perfect timing on the alley-oop finish. Scotty Barnes' teammates know he's a big-time vertical threat.
Cunningham looking it over. Shoots over Dick. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Pass to Duren. And it's good for 2.
And credit Harris for creating that high percentage look, scanning the floor and finding the best option.
A 3 from Quickly. Thompson with the rebound. Detroit with the ball. Trailing by 2. Cunningham outside. And here is Duren. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Thompson. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Barnes, so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
When you think about Scotty Barnes, Doris, it's amazing how good he already is.
Kev, it's remarkable that he can affect almost every aspect of the game at a high level. Meaning, he can guard the opponent's best player. But he can also fill up the box score on the offensive end. Points, assists, rebounds, he can do it all.
First team foul.
Quickly looking it over.
And Harris can guard multiple positions. Excellent at contesting or altering the shot.
Cunningham left side. And Barnes sends it back. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Hardaway for 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors with the lead. Barnes outside. Back to Barrett. Screen by Pirtle. 6 on the shot clock. Barrett, no good.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Here's Cunningham to the middle. Here's Durant.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Pass to Dick. Traps in the tray.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Now, here's Cunningham. He has yet to score. He gets it in there.
This guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Here's Barnes. Duran trying to break free. Barnes can't get it to go. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Dick. Hardaway for three. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Barrett. Inside, Barnes. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. Barnes has got 6.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
For 3, Harris. It's rebounded by Quickly. Toronto leading by 3. Barnes outside. Rebound by the Pistons.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And Duran slams it in.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. Pass to Abaji. Latre. Duran pulls it in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. Toronto on defense, following the three-pointer by Cade Cunningham. Goes up to the stripe. Rebound by the Raptors.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front. Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Boy, you combine the handle with Scotty Barnes' length, and this guy is a very tough cover.
Pass to Beasley. The 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. And it's the Raptors' ball. Now, quickly. without a basket. A reserve through his first 3.5 seasons, quickly now stepping indoors to a starting role.
You know, Kevin, you go from instant offense role off the bench to now being a lead guard. The responsibility takes an extraordinary step up. But this guy is clearly ready, quickly wanted to be a starter in this league.
A free throw drops for Quickly. With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Tipped away. Pass to Harris. That one misses. Good D by Barnes.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Toronto working the ball around now. Pirtle inside. Shoots over Duran. And again, no good by Toronto. Cunningham outside. This one for three. Abaji pulls it in.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Now, here's Barrett. Barnes down one. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
And he sinks the second.
Boy, you think about Scotty Barnes, the 2022 Rookie of the Year, guys. 6'9", long, can do many things, and honestly, a ton of growth left.
Cunningham inside. Five to shoot. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Here's Duran. Not enough on that one as it misses. Raptors leading by 5. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Darko Rajakovic had a few moments to share with me before. He talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Cunningham. Now, here's Duran. Beasley with a clean look. Good on the three-point shot.
When he's feeling it, Beasley a very reliable three-point option. You've got to get him off that arc.
To the inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Cunningham. He has 5. Looking to get it going. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
.110 left to play here in the first. Barrett for 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Beasley outside. Duran up top. He's got 8. Thompson right side. Releases from 15. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Barnes. Puts the fade away right on the money. And now an 8-point Raptor lead.
This guy is such a phenomenal scorer. Scotty Barnes feeling very good right now.
Cunningham outside. There's a good screen from 8. And the jumper is on the mark. Cunningham's got 7 points in the game. That's a 2 from Barnes. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's Scotty Barnes making things happen for the Raptors. He put together quite a quarter. 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Right back after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Now, here's Cunningham. There's the lob to Duran. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Shed. Pass to Dick. Three-pointer. Duran pulls it in. Pistons trailed by 4. And it's Beasley in the corner. There's the triple. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. To the paint. Got a piece of it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Raptors lead by 6. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Cunningham outside. A fadeaway. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Cunningham's got 9.
And I like how composed Cunningham is. Lets the game and his shots come to him.
Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Pistons. They host the Kings after this game. They'll start a 3-game homestand with that game. Nice ball movement by Detroit.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for the Pistons. Isaiah Stewart. Tim Hardaway Jr. Dennis Schroeder.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Thompson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Schroeder. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Raptors leading by 4. Here's Shed. Scoreless thus far. And good that time. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
Detroit, no good that time either.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
That's good.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Now here's Schroeder. Outside Hardaway. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Here's Mobo. Pass to Boucher. Back to Dick. There's the three. He can't hit that time. Pistons trail by 6. Here's Stewart. Back to Hardaway. And here's Schroeder. Pass to Hardaway. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
How about the timing from Hardaway Jr., looking very comfortable taking shots after catching the pass.
Here's Mobo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
The Raptors shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Now Detroit moving it up. Harris looking it over. Pass to Schroeder. Back to Harris. Here's Thompson. And Barnes sends it back.
Boy, big-time denial from Scotty Barnes. Use that frame to your advantage.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one drops. That one is no good.
And they've had their difficulties from the line here in the second. Could extend their lead if they just make some more free throws.
Thompson with it. Now guarded by Virtle. Back to Thompson. Pass to Stewart. Abaji pulls it in. Raptors leading by 6. Here's Shed. Here's Abaji. Lots of room. And the Raptors miss again.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Schroeder. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, Dennis Schroeder taking advantage of the pick-and-roll action. Very good decision maker.
Knocked away. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. 4-point game. To the inside. And the dunk by Stewart.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Detroit shooting their first free throw tonight. Here's the Raptors with the ball. Barnes outside. Lawson outside. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Lawson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Schroeder outside. Down low. Here's Stewart. Pistons passing it around. On the way, Harris. Clock at 6. Over Barnes. Harris misses.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Now here's Barnes. 13 points in the game. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
And Pirtle sends it back. They retain possession. Pass to Stewart. Outside Hardaway. Launches it. Rebound by the Raptors. Doris, what this team likes about Jakob Pirtle, the combination of 7-foot size and great skill.
You know what, Kevin, to me, this young man has a nuanced understanding of the game. He sees the floor, so that means at his size, he can make on-time and on-target passes. He's a very capable rebounder and defender. There's just a lot to like about his game.
Now Schroeder, after Tim Hardaway missed from long range. Left side, Harris. Over Boucher. Detroit, no good that time either. Toronto leading by 4. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Toronto turns it over again.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And the Pistons making a change here. Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. And Pirtle sends it back.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Pirtle when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
And the Pistons making a change here. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Here's Barrett. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on that defense with his three-point shooting.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of a season.
Nice work to get it inside and drop contact.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Raptors leading by 3. And here's quickly for 3. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Listen, if you give Emmanuel quickly a look from 3, there's never hesitation.
Harris a screen. The kick out to Cunningham. Harris trying to get free. And he gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 11.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Barrett with the ball. Duran picks him up.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Cunningham with it. 11 points in the game. Top of the key. It's rebounded by Lawson. Raptors with the lead. The shot's good from Quickly. Quickly's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, Quickly getting a bucket on the interior. Nicely done.
Kicks it out to Beasley. Fires the three. Drills it from outside. 6 points for him.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Pass to Lawson. A three ball. They get the rebound.
Well, for a player with Pirtle's size, that type of play he needs to make. Get inside, draw contact, get to the line, be physical. Love it.
For Toronto, they have gone 7 of 11 from the line. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to talk to his guys. First one falls for him.
What you love about Jakob Pirtle is his reliability. You know he's going to give you rim protection and rebounds. The other part is he can play when he's back to the basket. Somewhat of a lost skill.
Pistons trailed by 5. Cunningham outside.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Left side, Barrett. And there it is for him. Barrett's got 7 points.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points put on the board.
Now, here's Cunningham. 13 points in the game. And Duran slams it in.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And here's Barrett. 7 points in the game. 56 seconds left here in the second. Cunningham gets the bucket. Now just a 1-point Raptor lead.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight. Looking for his shot, and boy, is he producing.
For three, Barrett. Barrett with another miss. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. To the middle, Harris. Shoots a three. Boucher with the rebound. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The three. Walter can't get it to go. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone contributing.
Cunningham up top. Shoots the three. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Raptors lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Pistons trailing. Beasley outside. Cunningham outside. for the lead. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Now, here's Cunningham. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Cunningham's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Pistons. Here's Barrett. He takes it in. No good on that one. The Pistons leading. Cunningham outside. Duran a screen. The 10-footer. And again, Cunningham missing.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
Here's Walter. It's good from long range. And the Raptors lead by 2.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Here's Harris. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Harris has got his first 2 points.
And that mid-range jumper, Harris's go-to shot before he developed the consistency from range.
On its way from Beasley for 2. Misses the wing J. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. It's stolen by Cunningham. And Boucher sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Cunningham outside. Beasley outside. Pass to Duran. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cunningham. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now, here's Barrett. 7 points in the game. Lets the 3 fly. Beasley with the rebound.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Toronto with the ball. Left side, Barrett. Pass to Pirtle. It's tipped. There's the lob to Duran. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
You know what to do. Now into the lineup for your Raptors.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Raptors. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And he drives in. No good with the layup.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Looking to end his cold spell. Back to Cunningham. Shoots over Pirtle. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pistons.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Here's Barnes to stop the drought. Detroit with the rebound. Inside. Kicks it out to Beasley. Off target from outside.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, you love Barnes being assertive on offense. He forces the defense to foul him there.
That's good from Barnes.
Starting line, taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both. Now Cunningham. 19 points in the game. Thompson outside. Here's Harris. The kick out to Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. And they double up Cunningham. For 3, Beasley. It's not going to go for him.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
A 3 from Quickly. It's hauled in by Harris. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Burton. And it's Thompson with the jam.
So fast of foot on the run, Sear, tough to catch.
To the middle. Barnes down low. Nice shot by Pirtle. Pirtle's got 6 points.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Duran. For 3, Harris sinks the three-pointer. Harris has got 5 points now this quarter.
And really a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Raptors trailed by 5. Barnes the screen. Some solid defense from Harris. And here are the Pistons now. Cunningham on the wing. 19 points in the game. Back to Beasley. Cunningham outside. Not going to go that time. And so here's Toronto. Trailing by 5. Count it! And they'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Boy, you love that play by Quickly. This guy can score or make plays for teammates.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Detroit.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Here's Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Harris has got 7 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Detroit leading by 4. Here's Cunningham. Kicks it out to Beasley. Nailed from three-point land. 9 points in the game so far.
I wouldn't necessarily call Beasley a specialist, but we know he loves to take and make threes.
And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Dives for it. It's stolen by Harris. To the paint. And it's Thompson with the jam.
I think the rim could be 12 feet off the ground, and Thompson could still go get the lob.
Pass to Abaji. Vernal with the ball. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Harris outside. And Detroit again with the bucket.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
Here's Abaji. He's covered by Thompson. Pass to Boucher. Vernal with the ball. 6 points for him. And the dunk by Boucher.
He's got a nose for the basketball and a high level of activity around the rim. Go ahead and finish, Mr. Boucher.
Harris outside. And here's Cunningham. He's got 19. 6 to shoot. Back to Stewart. Pistons passing it around. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Raptors making a switch here. Here's Shed. Pass to Abaji. Drains it from beyond the arc.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
And obviously, Cunningham wants to be a scorer. He makes a relentless effort to get points.
Boucher, the screen. Pass to Shed. Back to Barrett. Shot clock at 5. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, he's got to be embarrassed for attempting that one. You got to think twice about that next time.
Now, here's Stewart. And again, Detroit turns it over. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
We need you to get involved right now for your North Side Crew.
Raptors trailed by 7. Barnes looking around. That one, no good. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Over in the corner, Sasser. Out to Hardaway. Thompson outside. Down low. Tries again. Here's Sasser. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And he makes good on the way up. Barnes has got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing him on the interior. .129 left to play in the third.
Pass to Sasser. Back to Hardaway. Pulls up on the wing. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Hardaway has got his third basket of the night right there. .102 left in the third quarter. Yes, that goes in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Fontecchio hasn't made one yet. Now Sasser. It's Fontecchio, top of the key. Over Boucher. And it's Fontecchio missing.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Boucher's shot is off. Detroit leading by 5. Thompson outside. Count it. The defender is called for the block, and this could turn into a three-point play.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Barnes outside. No good on the last second attempt there. And so is Detroit, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Back right after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Raptors trail by 7. Stolen away. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. And that one's good. Fontecchio.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Big time play right there, showing the activity and ability to impact this game.
Here's Abaji. Lawson surveying the D. 5 on the clock. And a miss there on the triple. Pistons leading by 9. And now the Pistons fast break. No one near them. Count the basket. Fontecchio's got 4 this quarter.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Here's Shed. Back to Boucher. To the inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Tremendous vision from Chris Boucher. He is making a case for being more involved offensively.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Shed. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. The Pistons leading. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Pass to Fontecchio. Back to Sasser. Three-pointer. Toronto grabs the miss.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Here's Shed. And here's Boucher. Baseline J on the way. The shot missing. Pistons leading by 7. Here's Sasser. The rebound by Shed.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Jacks up a 3. Boucher's shot is off. The Pistons on offense. And Boucher sends it back. Here's Shed. Takes it inside.
Number 00. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
First free throw is good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. That one drops for him. Raptors trail by 7. In the corner, it's Boucher. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, this is what Chris Boucher does. Loves to stretch the defense with his shooting ability.
Kicks it out to Beasley. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
For 3.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Pass to Mobo. Lawson right side. There's the pick. Here's Shed. Clock at 6. Here's Boucher. With the clock winding down. And the dunk by Boucher.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game. And it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Here's Stewart. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Pistons lead by 7.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Pass to Mobo. Lawson from outside. At the tip. Here's Mobo. Goes up again. Got a piece of it. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Pistons lead by 7. Sasser with it. Kicks it out to Beasley. Pass to Fontecchio. And another 3 for Detroit.
I'll tell you, they come out of the locker room, they are a step slow on the defensive end.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, here's Boucher. He's covered by Fontecchio. And it's finished off by Boucher.
Wow, don't let the lean frame fool you. A ferocious finish on that dunk by Chris Boucher.
Now, Sasser. Pistons passing it around. Back to Fontecchio. Offline with his 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Mobo. From downtown. Rebound, Detroit. Here's Sasser.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
That's his first team foul. Substitution on the court.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. They're leading by 8. Back to Stewart. 6 on the shot clock.